official team photographer, and also a massive thank you to Kyle Sutton from Rehab 1, our official team physiotherapist. Also, would like to welcome into the gym our team of the game today, the Moncton Basketball Association U13 Hawks. Those Hawks are going to be making sure that everybody's nice and loud and proud here in the gym, so welcome Hawks. Those Hawks also are going to be walking around selling 50-50 tickets. All proceeds from today's 50-50 will benefit the MS Society, who helps support sufferers of multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis is a neurological disease where the body's immune system mistakenly attacks the protective covering of the nerve fibers in the brain and spinal cord. So this is a wonderful charity that we're happy to support here at the Moncton Mystics. So please, if you see the U13 Hawks walking around, get yourself a 50-50 ticket. That pot has been up and around $100 most games. So 50-50 ticket today supporting the MS Society. Okay, we'd like to now run through our team lineups, and we'll start with the Halifax Hornets. Please welcome for the Hornets, number 5, Brianna Reardon, number 7, Sasha Gabb, number 8, Melina Collins, number 10, Nalini Maharaj, number 11, Amanda Piercy, number 12, Anna Parsons, number 13, Caitlin Tower, number 15, Jasmine Parent, number 21, Maddie Hiscock, number 23, Chloe Oxner, and number 24, Samantha Meary. And today, the Halifax Hornets are coached by Tina McKay. And in the lineup for your Moncton Mystics, number 1, Kate Fillmore, 2, Maddie Albert, 4, Jesse Brown, 5, Lindy Alcorn, 6, Ella Everens, 7, Brooke Watson, 8, Kelly Carter, 9, Sadie Bowen, 11, Kenny Apthorpe, 12, Aiden McLaughlin, 13, Olivia Mowat, 14, Jordan Casey, 15, Emily Turmel, and number 23, Celine Sturkle. Before we do our anthem here, we would like to acknowledge the land on which we gather as the traditional unceded territory of the Maliseet. And now, if you could, everybody please rise, remove your hats, as we welcome Brittany Robertson to sing our national anthem.
Love in all of us command, qu'à ton bras c'est porter les pays, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brittany Robertson, thanks so much, Brittany. Okay, fans, now it's time to introduce you to the starting lineup, and we're going to begin with the Halifax Hornets.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Crandall University on the campus. Moncton, New Brunswick, on the campus of Crandall University. Oh boy, it's going to be a long day, Judd. I am Dave Tingley, joined by Don Kastner. It's always a good sign when the first words out of your mouth on a broadcast are backwards. But I think we're going to know where to go from here, fans. We've got a good game today. The Halifax Hornets visiting our Moncton Mystics. Moncton coming off their first win of the season, Judd, against a shorthanded St. John team. So talking to Troy McKenzie after the game, the coach, this is a pure coaching maneuver. Yeah, well, you know, we won by 2, and they had a few, but they played pretty solid, I thought.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of things that they did in that game. There's a lot of things that they did in that game that I really liked, especially Lindy Alcorn. The way she played in that game was incredible. Coming off ball instead of being the one-on-one handler, create for herself. She played off ball, and she had an excellent game because of it.
Yeah, and I pulled a switcheroo on you. We left the desk here going, Lindy's going to be player of the game, and then I talked to Andy Sharp, and Andy Sharp talked me into switching my pick to Emily Turmel. And Emily, but that was, look, it could have been, it's a toss-up. Could have been either of them.
Yeah.
Emily was fantastic. I don't know if we're going to look at the starters here, and she's not come in the starting lineup, but she's been terrific off the bench, just playing that mid-post area, catching that ball, and then making really good decisions with it.
Yeah, exactly. And the nice thing about her is you can put her in with the starting unit or bring her off the bench and then play with the bench players as well. She gives you different things depending on what lineups you need. If
Yeah,
you
and
need
it's
some scoring,
and it's the best she's played in her 4 years, and like she's been with the team every year, and she's been solid, but she's been really, really good, especially these last 4 games or so. She's been one of their best players, so we expect to see her maybe one of the first ones off the bench. So tip off, and the Wi-Fi today here in Crandall. Oh boy, we're struggling today with the Wi-Fi. So I was going to run through today's schedule and the standings and all that nonsense. I'm not up because I wasn't up to date walking in the gym, and then I came in the gym and I'm still not up to date. But whatever, we're going to enjoy a basketball game, fans, and I know there's other games today in the association. We'll see if how the Wi-Fi is working later. All right, and we win the tip. Good signs. Kate Fillmore running the show off the jump. Back to Celine Sturkle. Celine shot the ball super well the last couple games. Erupted for 16 in a win here a week ago in the first quarter. And there's that girl. Oh, yeah, Lindy. She's getting the stroke together, Judd. For the first 5 games, she was ice cold. Last couple, she's been shooting the ball much better.
Yeah, that's the shot you want her to take. That catch and shoot shot from the 45 has been money for her.
Yeah, with her feet set from that spot, yeah, that's a high percentage look for her. Good defense here off the jump for the Mystics. Oh, and a turnover. Chloe Oxner, miscommunication there in the corner with Melina Collins, and the ball back to the Mystics. 3-0 early lead. A little zone here for the Hornets. And Mystics struggled a little bit against that zone once they switched to it here, the Fog, on Wednesday night. Played good enough defense to get through the offensive struggles. Olivia Mowat side rims a 3. And back come the Hornets. And that's Amanda Piercy on the wing. 3 from the top of the key from Oxner. Whew. That was pure. And seeing something he doesn't like 2.5 minutes into the game, Coach Troy McKenzie calls a tee, and he wants to talk about it.
I personally love that timeout there from Coach McKenzie. I think that's exactly what you have to do. Last game, you sort of got complacent in that zone. You kept on passing it around the perimeter, and then you just ran too much time off the clock, and you weren't generating really high percentage offense. So I like this. Nip it in the bud early, and then find something coming out of this.
Yeah, I call this a Greg Popovich timeout.
Yeah.
When he used to do that all the time with the Spurs. I remember watching it. It was in the prime of the Tim Duncan era. I remember he called the timeout 14 seconds into a game. 1 defensive possession, 3-pointer, timeout. You guys were terrible. Here's why. So, yeah, I mean, you don't want to use a timeout, or you want to save your timeouts, obviously, but it's a good point. Okay, we talked about something before the game. The first 90-second show, either I didn't communicate it properly enough, or they've adapted. They're doing something different than we expected. Whatever it is, yeah, it's not a bad idea to nip it in the bud early. Okay, guys, before don't. Why do you need to go into a 10-3 hole or a 10 before you call your timeout if you see something you don't like? So we'll see what he comes out of that with. But yeah, playing against the zone, they definitely struggled with it at times on Wednesday. But then they scored enough in the fourth. In the fourth, it was a lot better, the ball movement. We'll see what they talk about in that timeout. Yeah,
exactly. And that was because they got downhill against this zone. That's what they need to do.
Oh, like that. That was actually. Oh, I don't know who to blame that on. That was a nice penetration by Addie Albert, and when you get stuck down there, looking to the 45 is a good, but a timely cut is also nice, and that I was just a little miscommunication there. Oh, the turnaround, nicely done there from. That was Collins, I believe. getting used to the numbers here, fans. Still, I don't. When you see the team up close for the first time you're commentating, sometimes you got to adapt to what you're looking at. We don't. First time commentating the Hornets this year. Hornets a lot of turnover from last year's team. We'll talk a little bit about where the players play and what their history here as we go along throughout the game. All good defense there again from Albert, getting in the way of Amanda Piercy. Oxner now looking to hand off to Brianna Reardon. Oh yeah, nice seal in there by Samantha Meniri, but a little too much airtime on that pass, and back to the Mystics. Stuck 2 here early, 7:47 clock running first quarter. Oh, and a nice move by Kate Fillmore. Oh, she slowed up too to give herself an easier shot, but then short-armed it and then couldn't save it. And back come the Hornets. Ahead of the crowd is Oxner, and she's going to lay it in.
I will say, you've had 2 turnovers on 2 drives, but I think these drives are exactly what you need to beat this zone. Just because you had those 2 turnovers, I don't want to see them get,
get away from
that.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's a good point. The first one I think was just a miscommunication, and second one was kind of off of a miss, right? That's a shot that Kate Fillmore makes a lot of the time. Good hustle there from Olivia Mowat, which I should just, to save my own voice, I should just put that in a recording and just press play every so often, because I'm going to say it 94 times a game. Olivia Mowat getting on the floor after a loose ball. Plays about as hard as anybody.
I would love to see the stats on how many balls she deflects in a game.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous.
If we had some next-gen level stats like the NBA does. Oh, good drive. Oh, in and out there that time. An excellent drive from Alcorn, but oh, another almost miscommunication. Good recovery there. Down low from Reardon. They created a shot in the corner for Piercy. Offensive rebound. Reardon now tries another one. Good box out by Mowat there. Fillmore handing it off to Alcorn. Alcorn, the backdoor look. Oh, just too strong on the finish there from Addie Albert, but good hustle from Olivia Mowat. Oh, and the nice look inside. And down it goes to Lynn Sturkle.
Yeah, the Mystics right now, they're generating great looks at the rim. I'm loving the way the offense is looking after that timeout.
Yeah. Oh, nice stop and go move past Mowat. Oh, the hezzy made her disappear. Lovely move there from Melina Collins. Coming off her first year at Dow after 3 years at X. Oh, that's going to be an illegal screen. Yeah. Good call there. Sturkle, good play by Oxner. Got herself in exactly the right position. Read that Sturkle was going to try to slip that screen and get to and stood in her way and took it right on the chest.
Yeah, so much of the time when you're a big and roll into the hoop, you can kind of predict where they're going to roll to. So if you're a savvy player, you can kind of get in that lane and draw the offensive foul, even if it's not meant to be a screen.
Yep. So we got some wholesale substitutions here for both teams, so we'll reset the lineups here. Actually, just one new player in for the Mystics. That's Avon McLaughlin, who had a really good game Wednesday night. Her best game of the season so far. Oh, good drive. Lindy on the reach-in, going to the line for 2 free throws. That's going to be Melina Collins. So Collins, I said, 3 years at X and then transferred to Dow. 9 points, 3 boards a game for Dow last year in a reserve role, almost 40% from 3. That's always a valuable sub, and made a Dow X record, a Dow University record with 9 threes in a game last year. So she can get cooking. Ms. Collins. Oh, Kate Fillmore with the stop and start and the floater. Oh, the more difficult the shot, the higher percentage for Kate.
When she catches that ball in the paint and goes up with the floater, just put 2 up on the board.
Yeah. Yeah, she is crazy. Oh, and plays really good defense around that screen, too, and forces Amanda Piercy in a more difficult shot. Avon McLaughlin driving. Good find, and Mowat in the corner. Mowat up top to Fillmore, and they'll reset. She's going to use the screen from Sturkle. In the corner, Avon McLaughlin, a wide open shot, and her steady play continues. Banging in a 3, and the lead is back down to 1.
Great push there by the Mystics. That let them get cross matches and an open look.
Yeah, absolutely. New player on the floor there, Jasmine Parent, and followers of this league will know Jasmine's name, all-time leading scorer for this team. She's been on the team all 4 years, and she's a social media juggernaut online. She's got like, I don't know how many followers now. I didn't check this year, but she had a ton last year. She's kind of a champion. She had a weight loss journey that she went on that she documented that was pretty cool. And she's, she works, I know she works at King's now in a sort of a social aid kind of role there that I know she loves. There was an article on that on the MWBA website everybody should check out. Yeah, she's one of the good ones, and one of the reasons this league is as strong as it is. Players and people like her involved. Oh, nice move by Sadie, new into the game for up and in again. No, Sadie Bowen had 3 cracks at it. 3 bites at the apple. No good. Oh, nice spin inside. In and out, though, and rebounded nicely there by Lindy Alcorn. Good defense from McLaughlin down there. Or Bowen, pardon me. Fillmore around that screen. Good pull-up and a good attack. Even McLaughlin got a hand on it and got it back to Olivia Mowat. Side rims that 3. And then a lucky bounce off of Sadie Bowen, and then glazes off of Sasha Deb, new into the game for Halifax.
One thing I'm noticing about this Hornets team, on all their takes to the rim, they're incredibly in control. It's really hard to get them off balance or out of sorts at all when they're going to the rim.
Nalini Maharaj in for the Hornets, one of the many members of this team that played at Mount St. Vincent from East Bay, Nova Scotia. Played at Dallin X before she went to the Mount. Oh, and it looked like a reach in. Boy, I don't know. Yeah, the bench goes crazy. I'm not sure how that one was missed. That looked like a travel, too. Looked like she moved both of her feet. The bench over there is still slack-jawed. Kate Fillmore. But that shows how great Kate is. Kate never said a word. Kate's not going to.
Exactly. Just run back on defense.
Just got back on defense. She doesn't get flustered by anything that you throw at her. Even and a 5-second call. Nicely done. Excellent communication there by Olivia Mowat. They were sending whoever Kate Fillmore was guarding, I didn't see it in the moment, around that kind of picket fence action there a little bit. And Mowat waved her off, said, I got her, you take mine. Oh, and a mistake on the handoff. A good hustle by Mowat again. She turns the corner, gets inside. Oh, tries to drop it to Sadie Bowen. Would have been a much better case there. I try to teach my young guys when I coach them at the JV team in Riverview is when you turn that corner like that, if you've got the path all the way, great. But if you're in between, 2-foot stop.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
then decide what to do off 2 feet.
I'm a huge fan of once you get into the paint, stopping on 2, and then turning for that little touch shot right by the rim.
Turning for the touch shot or shot fake, then drop it off, right? She did that all in one motion, and there was just no chance to correct anything if what she saw didn't. She saw something, it didn't come together, so she wasn't balanced on 2 feet to stop herself, and she had to let go of that pass. So playing off 2 feet, always the better option. Kelly Carter comes in for
I always found it was
Mystics.
more fun playing off it too. Also, I loved like pivoting around. That was my favorite part of basketball.
100%. Tracked so many fouls with my shot fake and lean in and go and get the referee's attention. Another deep one. She's confident right now is McLaughlin, but doesn't go. There's Kate Fillmore on the rebound, and there's Addie Albert keeping it alive. Back to Fillmore. Oh, nice pass from McLaughlin inside to Bowen. It was barely in her hands before she got it out.
Bowen right now is doing an excellent job of clearing out space in the paint, whether it be getting a rebound or just sealing in the middle. She's just eating it up down there.
Yep. So Sadie Bowen's had a strong summer here for the Mystics off of her freshman year at Mount A. My first Mount A mention for all you out there for all of you that play the Dave Tingley drinking game, wherever I mention Mount A, you do a shot. Sorry, you're pretty stone cold sober so far in this game. My bad.
Don't worry though, it'll come.
Oh yeah, come on, it's me here. So 13-12, 2:52 clock, 2:56, pardon me, clock running. First quarter here. Judd Doncaster and me, Dave Tingley, on the call for you from the campus of Crandall University, Moncton, New Brunswick. Halifax Hornets, 1 point lead over the Mystics, stepping out of bounds. That one tried to run down the miss in the corner from Piercy. So Maddie Hiscock into the game as well, another one of those Mount St. Vincent grads. Co-MVP in 2016 with Brianna Reardon. Well, way to keep her pivot foot there. That could have been a turnover easily. Well done by Sadie not to lose that pivot foot. She's going to pop along too. Oh, they had some chances, but the ball didn't bounce well for them. Now going, yeah, it looked like contact too from Bowen. Nice kick ahead pass there by the Hornets and going to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, you can't let this Hornets team get out in transition. They're too good of a passing team. They will always hit that headman in front.
Melina Collins, the girl at the line. So it's Hiscock and Oxmer, along with Anna Parsons, new into the game as well. Just graduated from Dow, Miss Parsons. From Calgary, but sticking around here and playing the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. Oh, and a turnover. And, oh boy, that looked like a lot of contact there on Hiscock. But it worked out well. Melina Collins is able to run it down, gather, and finish. And here's the problem that they have, the Mystics, when Fillmore is out of the game right here. Handling pressure.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. And getting into an offense as well.
Yep.
Just kind of need that initiator sometimes.
Yeah, this type of shot happens a lot. The kind of desperation. And there was plenty of time on the shot clock, but when your best playmaker and ball handler's out of the game and the level drops off at that position, not that there's nobody else, nothing, no shade on the girls on the floor. It's not their role.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? That's not the role they're used to, right? So when that level drops, yeah, you're not getting into your offense. You feel sort of more panicked, right?
And especially when they bring the pressure too. Like that makes it even harder to get into your offense. And then you sort of get those shots where you're like, okay, I just don't want to deal with this pressure anymore.
Right.
I'm going to take this shot.
I got a sliver of daylight. I'm
Yeah.
taking it, right? So good offensive rebounding on that possession as well by the Hornets. Termel gets it over half. Addie Albert, the one more to the corner. Up for 3. Boy, Celine Sturkle doesn't need much daylight. The second team ACAA All-Star last year from the Mount. Bangs in a 3. Ball on the floor. Oh, the Mystics can't get on it. They knocked it loose but couldn't get it. Driving, Manieri, sorry. Almost a turnover, but Jessie Brown into the game for the Mystics.
When the Mystics are able to get the defense in rotation, the best shot you can get is coming from either Sturkle or Sturkle or Alcorn.
Sturkle or Alcorn, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where you want it.
Yeah.
100%. That's where you want those shots to come from. Parent almost had that ball knocked away. She gets it back. That lefty jumper, no good. Another offensive rebound. Can't finish possessions right now, can the Mystics? Oh, they gave a little flop indication there, did the referees. Off that three-pointer from Melina Collins. It looked Jessie Brown was almost going, oh man, sorry I ran you over, but referees weren't having any of it. They said it was a flop. Lindy Alcorn on the handoff to Sturkle. Sturkle now to Brown. Brown. Hornets really strong right now. Oh, that's where you want the ball to go. Oh boy, she followed her shot. No good. Oh, but she's Termel trying to rip away that rebound. It bounces. Good hustle. Yeah, Troy McKenzie up off his seat there, clapping the effort on that offensive possession. Yeah, Termel's initial shot was a bit of a wild one, but I like them going down to her down there because she tends to make the right decision.
Yeah, me too. And then, like I mentioned a couple times in these broadcasts, she takes 1 or 2 players with her, which opens it up for offensive rebounds. And
yeah, 100%. Like she got her own offensive rebound there, but then there were 2 more right after. There's Mowat digging in. Oh boy, being really physical with Piercy. Piercy Oh, not able to collect it there is Brown. That's what you see a lot, too, when they're going to call a timeout over here are the Hornets. That's what you see a lot. And it's Carla Yepes, the head coach over there calling the timeout. That's what you see a lot when you've got someone like Olivia Mowat harassing a ball handler like that. A lot of times you're going to get 10, 12, 15 seconds of dribbling from that ball handler just trying to get away, and then you're going to see dribble, shot from that same person because all they're trying to do is get themselves away from that ball handler. They don't have the space or the airspace to look up and see a teammate. All they're doing is trying to get the ball away from the person harassing them, to the point where, like you said with the Mystics, you see a sliver of daylight, the ball goes up.
Yeah, exactly. The other thing with Mowat, too, is not many players give you excellent on-ball defense and then also take that pass away, too. Mowat does an incredible job of getting that lanes on passes from the ball handler. Usually we say that about passes off the ball, but she harasses the ball handler, too. It's
1,000%. Yeah. So 5.3 on the clock here. No fouls to give either for the Mystics. So we need a defensive, and they've gone to a zone out of the timeout. That's a smart play. Obviously they were calling a set play, and there is Bowen getting out there to the corner and blocking that three, and that's how we're going to come to an end. Smart play. Piercy, obviously that play was for Piercy to go out and shoot a three, and they shut that down before it could get going. So Piercy, a native of Torbal, Newfoundland, and scored 17-4-4 last year for the champion for the ACAA, the Mount St. Vincent Mystics. Shot 50%. Wow. So, yeah, that's why the run of plays struggle in the first quarter for her, and a struggle for the Hornets in general. They're a higher scoring squad than this. Give credit to the Mystics defense. They went through a little bit of a scoring drought there and came back strong.
You can tell, though, Piercy, an excellent player. A couple of those shots she had, they were really good looks, and she handles that ball screen incredibly well.
Yeah. So she is, there we are. Hi, everybody. This is Dave, me, and that's Judd. He's the handsome one. I had someone say I'm doing the games with you. They said, how's his beard? I said, he doesn't have it anymore.
Who was saying that?
Who was it I was talking to? Oh, I forget now. It was after I can't remember. I'll get it in a second. Who did I run into? And I was telling I was doing the games with you. Oh, I forget. But how's his beard? I probably haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, no, the beard has been a recent shave.
Yeah, is it a very recent shave?
Probably, I shaved yesterday, but it's probably been about like 2 months since I shaved the whole thing off.
Oh, because that's what you were my favorite beard in high school basketball.
I know, I feel bad.
That was my call, and now I don't broadcast your games anymore, so it doesn't matter. I'm not coming to do your pickup ball in Fredericton.
Come and call the games, the UNB dads. That's what the team's called.
Well, I would do it if I was asked. Oh, God. When I have my daughter here with me, she's going to end up on the broadcast in some way, shape, or form. Oh, there it is again from Lindy. Oh, the crash. Lovely stuff there from Olivia Mowat, but I worked on that this morning with my U15 guys. Lindy they could take notes from Lindy Alcorn on getting a shot off quickly. That ball, if she gets it in the shooting pocket, it does not drop. It just goes up. And it's a perfect rotation on that ball.
Yeah, absolutely. So many players in the NBA now, like especially players from Europe and places like that, they keep that ball high and then they go up right away. And then it kind of makes a shot unstoppable. Like there's not really a lot you can do about that.
Yeah, and point guards at that level, at the professional level, it's not enough for you to, the guy's in the corner, I'm going to pass him the ball. You have to pass him the ball where he wants it.
Absolutely.
Because if you don't, the defense is so good. Like the Thunder, if you're not on point with the passing against the Thunder, you're not even going to get a shot off. You're not going to get a shot off.
Watching that whole series made me lose my mind.
I know, you being a Denver Nuggets fan. Oh, I thought that maybe was a foul there, but no, the ball is out Hiscock went back door. The ball got knocked away, and it bounced off the stanchion above the hoop. Oh, and Mowat tried to go to the 45 and hit the underside of the backboard, and really nice break there from the Hornets, and Hiscock on the lay-in.
Just such an unselfish team. Seems like every time in transition, there's no ego. Every time they hit the person who has a better look.
Yep. Give up and good to get great is always the way to go. Oh, and kissing it in off the glass. Olivia Mowat. I don't know if she called it or not, but there's no pictures on the score sheet. Down it went, and there she's coming over, cover that. Oh, that was really well done by Parent. I thought for sure she was going to turn into defense. She just caught that ball, gathered herself, put her shoulder into the D, and laid it in.
Absolutely. What we were saying was shooting, keep it high. That's what she did on the finish there.
She did. Lindy Alcorn a little short on that three. So the lead's still 2 here for the Hornets. 3 new ones in, including Reardon. Reardon, a elementary school teacher in Halifax now after her years playing at Mount St. Vincent. Coaches as well. Hopefully some of her students and her players are watching right now and enjoying the broadcast. Oh, and a nice take there from, and spin. Oh, standing up straight though nicely. The defense of Sturkle forcing the miss there from Manieri. Inbound, and it comes. Oh boy, almost was still on the line there when receiving that handoff, Piercy, but oh, a good look inside. Boy, that looked like it was contact, no call. Manieri now up with another baby hook, no good, and a shove there. Mowat goes to the ground. Boy, they're letting him play today here in Moncton. Mowat, she loves this style. Addie Albert with the contact and the drive. I love that. Initially, I was like, why didn't she give that one more pass to Kate Fillmore? But she saw the angle. I don't mind passing up an open 3 for a trip to the line.
Yeah, exactly. If you get that lane, that's the take. You know what I mean? You'd rather have a layup than a 3. I mean, personally.
Yeah.
I mean,
unless it's me. You want me to have that 3. Other than that. The first shot is Albert. And it's down. So Sasha Dabb, Manieri. As we reset the lineups here. Piercy. Caitlin Power, new into the game for Halifax as Dabb drives. Oh, a nice move. But good defense by Albert, but they couldn't clean the boards again. And there's Manieri in there cleaning things up. And Reardon was the 5th that I didn't mention. That's the resetting the lineups for the Hornets.
You know, usually, even in close games, you'll see some runs, but this whole game has really been more back
and forth,
yeah.
100%.
It hasn't really seemed like it was more than 2-point, maybe 4-point lead at any point.
Oh, good job by Fillmore. Ooh, good job by Fillmore falling down. She still managed to get that ball to Sturkle. Sturkle, nice block from behind, though. Looked like it was Dabb that got her from behind. Dabb, the UNB student. Oh, look at that D from Fillmore and getting on the floor after it. And she's going to earn a foul call, I think, as well.
I like that call from the ref there. I find a lot of the time if you dive on the ground, kind of just diving for the ball and not really going for it.
Yeah.
Pardon me. But a lot of times they don't call that a foul and they'll just let them play. But I like that foul call.
Yeah, it was clear. Reardon kind of jumped on top of her. It wasn't no intention behind it. It was just going after the ball. But yeah, when you land on top of someone like that. Oh, and Fillmore's going to pull from deep. Yeah, that one, not often I question Kate's shot selection. I got to question that one. I didn't see how much time was on the clock. So maybe she was against it. I'm going to give her the benefit of a doubt here. Checking back in is Melina Collins. Reardon. Watched by Fillmore. Passed off to Mowat. That's not a vacation. Mowat now taking the responsibility at the top. Oh, nice rotation there by Sturkle, knocking that clear. And then Mowat getting up in her business. And Collins with the cast off getting called for the offensive foul.
I tell you what a stellar defensive possession by Mowat there. Switches 2 times, guards the ball every single time, and then draws the offensive foul. That is unreal.
She got the ball, and then she wasn't going to give it. I want the ball. Every time they hand it off, just give me the ball handler. Get up in their business. Sturkle, she's going to pop that. Oh, back rimmed it. Albert trying to get to that board. So was Alcorn. No good.
That's a shot, though, that if you can hit it a couple times and make the zone be conscious of that shot, it can really open up a lot for you.
And credit to Caitlin Power for that strong rebound around those two. Good defense down there by Lindy Alcorn. Getting it to Mowat. Mowat to the corner to Albert. Albert on the step through. Nicely done there by Power again. Going to the basket is Collins. No good, but she's going to go to the line for 2. So you see again that there's so much room. Like Addie Albert's already a pretty strong player. So much room for her to grow there in those 2 areas. Keeping that handle tight, and also when she does penetrate to the hoop like that and turns that corner, she's got to use those long limbs and get her body into somebody the way that Kate Fillmore does so often. Get your body into someone and go. She tends to shy away and leaves that space there for people to close and challenge her shot, where she just learns to use her body a little better on those drives. She'll create wide open shots for herself.
Yeah, exactly. If you initiate that contact, it puts the defense going backwards. So now you have such a better advantage.
Even McLaughlin comes up short. So a little scoring drought here for the Mystics. Good news is it's pretty much the same here for the Hornets. It's 21-25. Hasn't been much scoring at all here in this quarter. Lindy Alcorn now. Oh, inside. Nice look to Ava McLaughlin, and she gets it to Termel. What a passing play there from the Mystics. Beautiful stuff.
That's exactly how you break down a zone, with fast-moving passes that get you close to the rim. That was beautiful.
Gorgeous stuff from the Mystics. Oh, the crossover move. And the help from, that looked like contact from Termel on the help. So a series of fouls have been let go. That looked like contact there on Sturkle. No foul. Woo. Okay, you had to bring your hard hats today, people. Oh, good D by Kate Fillmore. Yeah. Stepped out of bounds, or did she call him for a foul? Yeah. That's 2. Fillmore just stuck her nose in and took an elbow.
So much of the time, if you're a strong defender who has good footwork and gets up in people's chest, you just kind of get those fouls where the offense is just like,
get off of me. Just leave me alone.
Yeah.
One of those leave me alone fouls. You're such a pest.
I know I've committed 1 or 2 of those.
Oh, me too. And Kate Fillmore's attracted many of those, as has Olivia Mowat. And Lindy Alcorn now. And it's 7 seconds on the clock. Oh, boy. How good has Power been since she's come on the floor defensively? Boy, she's a one-man wrecking crew right now, one-woman wrecking crew.
Just so lanky, too. Able to get in every single lane. Just harass. Yeah.
She's like Addie Albert, only 3 inches taller. It's frightening. Oh, good pass from Lindy. Sacrificed her body. She knew she was going to take a hard spill there, but she knew Avon was open and did whatever she needed to get her the ball in rhythm. And Ava McLaughlin knocks it down, back down to a 2-point game. Open 3 on the wing. Oh, good crash. That was Mindy Hiscock. Crash from the weak side. And Fillmore bothered her just enough on the follow-up shot for that miss.
I tell you what, though, the Mystics defense all game has been stellar.
Yeah, and it's needed to be, because the Hornets are really getting into their business as well. Oh, boy. Just a little bit more air under that one. Bowen was open.
Offense in this game has really come in waves. There hasn't really been any times where one team was on offense and the other one wasn't.
No one's really in rhythm. It's a good defensive job by both teams to keep the other teams out of rhythm. There's really no rhythm happening here. We've had a couple of fast break points, a couple of threes on each side, but really it's been tough twos mostly the whole time. Parent driving on Sturkle, but this has really kept the Hornets in the lead, this offensive rebounding, and that look to Parent. Gorgeous feed from Piercy. Ava McLaughlin's going to attack Piercy, and she leaves it for Bowen. Bowen shot fake, and they tries to step through, but really good defense there from Anna Parsons, forcing the tie-up.
Even though that play was a jump ball, that's a good skill to have as a big man, being able to split a double team in the paint.
Yeah, and that was just stellar defense by Parsons. So, like I said, her last year at Dow, played a ton of minutes for Dow. Only averaged 4 points on 80, but she shot 80% from the free throw line. She averaged almost 7 boards.
Wow.
So she was that banger down there. You could tell from the stats and the minutes. All right, you don't want to mess around with her, and you can see why. She's really her second time she's gotten a tie up there defensively. Oh yeah, geez, I got to thank some sponsors here, people. I haven't thanked anybody yet. Good grief, what's wrong with me? Moncton Mystics would like to thank its community partners who have been so generous and helped us financially. Without these incredible community leaders, it would be difficult for us to run the program. Those include Action Fasteners, Burger King, City of Moncton Discount Flooring, Dr. Jeff and Kim Mowat, Moncton Honda Rehab 1, Watts Leasing, Roberto Di Donato, Route 6 Spicy Bar and Grill, Acadia Toyota, Tanya Everett Photography, Adored Beast Apothecary, Crandall University, home of the Mystics, Hanson Signs, Town of Riverview Minor Basketball Association, and Magnetic Hill Winery.
This here is a big possession for the Mystics, I think. You really need a bucket here to get this back to a one-possession game, and you're coming out of a timeout too, so.
Oh, they got a 5-second call.
That was my fault, I jinxed it.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. People always try to get on us for jinxing things. It's not us.
I'll take responsibility for that one.
All right, you can take the hit. So the Hornets now. The Parent at the high post. She's going to pop that jumper. Hasn't gotten one of those to go from the mid-post yet. Oh, good job by Sturkle to get it to Mowat. Mowat's trying to turn the corner, and she does. Halfway, gets up in the air, tries to find McLaughlin. Yeah, that's another indication. She's looking for the push, but by this point in the game, Olivia's got to know they're not calling that. It's just not happening today. They're allowing the body bump, and Anna Parsons did a good job just deviating her off her path the whole time. Missed 3 from the corner for Parsons. Parent, 2 offensive rebounds, gets it back out. Piercy with 3, no. Tried to run it down on the corner, and yes, it's going to be the Mystics ball with 2:23 on the clock here in the first quarter.
You know, Parrott, though, she does so much for the Hornets, whether it be rebounding or even, like I mentioned many times on these broadcasts, just taking up space down there is so important.
Oh, nice look inside. Good. That was very well done by Oxner to get her eyes back around.
Definitely the right idea, though. I like that. I think that's a pass we're looking for.
Yeah. And Celine, I mean, look, all those injuries to her legs, she just doesn't get, you can't throw it way high in the air for her. She just doesn't have the lift with those injuries. She's got to play close to the floor, you know, with all those knee injuries she's had. Oh, nicely done. That was so well done by Ava McLaughlin. She sensed at that last second, okay, she's going to try to hit my check back door. Got her hands up. Deflected it.
So hard to read that pass. Almost impossible because you can't see the man in the ball. That's like the whole thing on defense that you need to be able to do. Yeah, what a great read there.
Yeah. Again, the defense keeping them in it. Ava McLaughlin keeps hold of it. Well done by her. I think they're going to call him Manier. I think that's a good call. They're looking around like, me? And she did a good job. She turned the corner. She saw Manieri put her hands on her like this, down low on her waist. And even though she didn't push her, she can then, when the hands are down there, a good offensive player, okay, I'm going to go up through this contact, and the ref put the onus on the referees to call it.
Yeah, exactly. When you have your hands, especially down low, and you have 2, they're always going to call that.
It's going to look like a push every single time, even whether you pushed or not. If the offense is smart, they'll sell it. And she sold it well. Ava McLaughlin 2 for 2 at the line. Lead back down to 2, and there's pushing the paces. Piercy with the Euro step. Good defense by McLaughlin. Good ball movement from the Hornets, but look at Lindy Alcorn down there, boxing it with one arm.
Nice.
Securing that board and pushing the pace. Look at that pass. The kick ahead. Oh, and I think it's going to be knocked out of bounds off of, yeah, it was. Great defense off of Ella Deverin. Good run by Deverin.
Yeah,
she had that beautiful filling of that lane and a really nice pass from Lindy. Just really good hands there from the Hornets.
Look at this ball pressure right now by Mowat.
Oh, yeah. And the bench of the Hornets wants a foul. There's really nothing there. McLaughlin, no. Deverin hustling for the miss.
Love that follow by Deverin there. So much of the time you see a fast break, there's someone ahead of you, you're like, okay, they're going to make this layup. I maybe won't even cross half court. But she runs all the way down, and then she gets the rebound when the missed layup happens.
Exactly. So a really good battle here. Hasn't been high scoring, but there haven't been it's not like it's been an avalanche of turnovers or ugly play. It's been just solid D forcing difficult shots for the most part. And this game's going to be paced in the 60s. It's just where you're just going to have to get your nose dirty and play through contact. Obviously today the referees have, there's been calls on both ends where people have been like, where's the foul? But it's been both ways. It's been super physical, and they're letting them play.
Exactly. My one gripe with refs is when it's not consistent for both sides.
Of course.
And this game has been great like that.
Yeah. I mean,
Both teams are getting these same calls. That's awesome.
And in this case, not getting the same calls.
Yeah, exactly.
There's certainly been a couple times here where I felt both the Hornets coach and the Mystics coaching staff had rights to gripes, but like we say, it's been consistent. This contact's being let go equally both ways. Oh man, every time that shot leaves her hand, I think it's going in.
Yeah, me too. I was about to say the same thing. Yeah.
I was about to guarantee the make there. I was just slow getting it out, and good thing I would have been wrong. 2-point lead here for the Hornets. The step back, bounce off of the back of the rim from Piercy. The rebound down to Avon McLaughlin. Deverin now. Looking inside to Bowen. Bowen. Curling is Mowat. Back to Bowen. Nicely done, but the recovery and the block from Power. Caitlin Power defensively has been terrific. Misses that running one. Right-handed scoop. McLaughlin now on the push. She's got Alcorn. Alcorn tries to step through. Spins. Keeps her pivot foot. Back to Mowat. Mowat. She's been cold from distance, and it continues. Just can't get that three-pointer going. Can Olivia Mowat?
And in a game like this, it's so hard when you finally have an open look. And you've been facing this pressure all the time. And when you're digging in so hard on defense, it's so hard to hit that open one. It just makes it significantly more difficult.
Yep. And so, kudos to Caitlin Power. She didn't start the game. I think she was one of the last ones to appear off the bench for the Hornets. Plays at SMU last year. 4 points, 4 boards, 1.5 blocks.
Wow. Yeah.
Per game. So you can see, okay. That's where that defense comes from, and you can see why with all that length. But her instincts are so good too, right? She's not fouling with those blocks.
Yeah, no, she's just such a great disruptor. It's just reads. Everything is reads for her.
And she's got her hands on passes. Her defensive rebounding she's been in has been stellar. She's really been stellar for the Hornets since she's been in. The native of Bayside, Nova Scotia.
I've got a question for you.
Tell me.
Knicks Pacers today.
Yeah.
Is it done today, or is it going to 7?
I think it's going to 7.
I do too. I agree with that.
Now, I think the Knicks unlocked something in the game. A lot of times it's just a lot of times in basketball it's so weird. I've seen it in the equivalent for the WNBA would be Game 3, right?
Yeah.
So Game 5s or Game 3. So Game 3 with a 2-0 lead in a WNBA series. A lot of times you can just hand that to the team that's down 2-0. They're going to win that game just because the team that's up just goes out. We got another game in our back pocket, right? And you just, as we go to the halftime break. Oh, I thought we had more time on the clock. You got me talking about NBA.
I'm sorry. That's my fault.
And we go to the halftime break, 29-27. But to finish my point, you get that they rest on their laurels, and then that next game, it's a beating the other way.
Yeah,
but I think the
true.
Knicks unlocked something defensively in that game. Now, the Pacers may make them look stupid and Haliburton come out tonight, but Haliburton had a terrible game, and he looked confused about how to attack that Knicks pressure. So, all right, that's our NBA portion of the broadcast, people. You're watching a Maritime Women's Basketball Association game. It's the Halifax Hornets. We'll talk WNBA, though, in this. Like, we're equal opportunity around here. We're going to talk WNBA after the break, too. So we'll see you back here in 15 minutes.
class. They were awesome. Yeah. I want to thank our U13 Hawks for coming out and being today's team of the game. You'll see them coming around there and selling 50-50 tickets. Those 50 proceeds from those 50-50 tickets are going to support the Multiple Sclerosis Society. So please give generously and give yourself a nice chance at a 50-50 win. Expect that prize should be about $100. So get your 50-50 tickets from the Moncton Hawks. I also want to say a big thank you to our founding partner, Royale, for their outstanding support, dedication, and commitment to ensuring women's sport continues. Your partnership shows tremendous belief in the MWBA and strong community support. Royale is proudly Canadian. The MWBA also want to show our gratitude to Cushman & Wakefield Real Estate Services for their support as proud leading partners. Hope you enjoyed the game as much as we are, folks. A reminder that our next game is at home again tomorrow, same time, same place, 4 o'clock, here at Crandall University. We want to say a huge thank you to Crandall for being our venue sponsor. Such a wonderful gym. We're so lucky in Moncton to have this facility, and so lucky to have a partner like Crandall who understands community support. So big thanks to Crandall, the home of the business. Also want to say a big thank you as always to our physiotherapist, Kyle Sutton from Rehab 1. Kyle's been with us a long-time supporter of the Mystics, so thank you to Kyle Sutton and his professional staff of athletic therapists on hand for all.
And welcome back for the second half of today's matchup between the Moncton Mystics and the Halifax Hornets. A 2-game set for the last weekend of the season, Judd. Tomorrow the other Halifax team comes and joins us in here, but today it's the Hornets, and the Hornets have a 2-point lead at the half, and Dr. Jeff Mowat, one of the sponsors and dad to Olivia, I walked by him in the front row and he said that was their best half of the season. Well, I don't know about that, but he made an argument for it, and he said that defensively they've been great, and he's not wrong.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. The first half was impeccable defensively. They did just about everything you need to do.
And a miss to start the third quarter from Chloe Oxner. Rolls out in the corner, and Olivia Mowat was there to block out 3 oncoming Hornets. They go back to that zone here. Collins, that's Piercy at the top watching Mowat. Kate Fillmore. Oh, a little errant on that pass. Oh, look at that pinpoint look. Lindy dropping a dime.
That is
on Celine
beautiful.
Sturkle. Get out the binoculars, Lindy Alcorn. How that one got through.
She's had a couple incredible passes today.
That was gorgeous. Oh, and the 3 from the corner. Melina Collins. You said she had 9 in a game this year for Dow. So don't be surprised if she gets warmed up. Breaking the tie and giving them a 3-point lead.
Collins had a pretty good game so far. She had a couple nice takes to the hoop.
Yep. Really, it's been, like we said, the story hasn't been poor performances from the offense, really. It hasn't been a turnover fest or anything of the sort. It's just been tough to crack defenses on both ends. Mystics playing man and the Hornets playing zone. And some people, there's still this thing, Judd, where you still have coaches that are kind of unwilling to play zone because they think it's a lazy way to fall back on. If you're doing zone right, it's just playing really good man-to-man in a different way, basically.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I mean, to tell you the truth, as a spectator, I love watching a well-run zone because it's so interesting seeing how they pass players off to each other.
You talked about being a Syracuse fan of Boeheim.
Yep.
That zone drove me insane, but I'll be honest. But zone in general, no. I mean, you can be a solid defense playing zone. It's not a lazy way to play D.
Absolutely.
You've got to be on point. You're going to be a good defense. You've got to play a little bit of man, a little bit of zone. You can lean on man primarily, but at some point during your season, you're going to have to go to some zone. There's going to be some sort of an issue, foul trouble, an injury, style of play, the man-to-man's getting burned in some area. You're going to have to go to it. As Celine Sturkle gets the roll off the baby hook off the feed from Mowat, and you love Mowat beating that zone. off the bounce.
Exactly, yeah, and you love the pass from the baseline to the middle in the paint then.
Oh, yeah. Pretty good defense there by Addie Albert, but whenever there's the reach in, it wasn't a lot of contact, but it was enough to lock Oxner off balance, and you're going to get called for that every time.
Yeah, sometimes the reach in isn't even the reason that a player fell or the reason that.
Doesn't matter, though.
Exactly, yeah. But if it happens, it's going to get called.
It's gonna get called. It gave you an advantage. Mowat now harassing the ball. Piercy's not had a great game, and you could point to Mowat is the reason why. Oh, they set up a nice little pick for her. Screened off that side of the defense. Oh, look at that smart play by Piercy. Oh, and a great pass, and then a better block by Lindy Alcorn on Oxner. We see here Power in for early minutes in this half. She earned them with her play in the first half.
Absolutely. It just feels like both teams, every time they get a solid look, somehow a defender gets back there. It's just unbelievable.
The closeout comes out of nowhere. Oh, the shot fake and the delivery. Beautiful from Melina Collins. Got Lindy on the flyby there, up off her feet.
Yeah, the fast break in the mid-range has been where the Hornets have done a majority of their damage this game.
Not raining threes on their end, that's for sure right now. Oh, Alcorn just missed dribble and gave it up, and now on the break is Reardon, and she's going to lay it in for two. And now, quick 5-point lead, which today is equivalent to a massive difference. We've had pretty much a 2 to 3 point spread this entire game, but it's up to 5 for the Hornets, and another early half timeout from the coaching staff of the Mystics, led by Troy McKenzie. So, yeah, just as the Hornets have been solid here to start this second half, and you know, Mystics forced a couple of misses, but really their offense looks to be flowing a little bit better here than it did in the first half.
Yeah, exactly. The Hornets are getting out in transition right now way better than they did in the first half. So much of the time, the Mystics would get in the lane and break it up. But now the Hornets are getting out almost every single play. So eventually, if you run that much, you're going to get layups at the rim and great looks.
Yeah, yeah, and they've seemingly come out with the intention to also try to get Amanda Piercy going a little bit.
Yep.
And she had a quiet first half. They've set a couple of screens. They screened off completely one side of the floor for her there before. She got a wide open three out of it, didn't go. So just not her day so far. But she's such a good shooter that you can't be complacent. She gets one to go through, that might unlock things for her. So again, in this zone, we got Strickle at the high post. Oh, it looks like a man actually this possession, and Mowat with a beautiful cut and finish off the nice feed from Alcorn. Oh, nice pass. Oh, and knocked away beautifully there by Alcorn. Sasha Deb didn't have any chance to get that ball above her shoulders. So we've seen that so many times today. Those reach-ins, getting all ball. Like normally a percentage of those, you're going to get some arm and you're going to get a foul call. Oh,
yeah, they have been impressively clean today.
Oh, and I think I was going to say she was trying to sell that one. Was Melina Collins. No contact, but she went down like there would have been contact. And referee Mike Redpath didn't fall for it. Called the back over. So
I don't blame her though. That's the spot that's the worst spot to be in when you're around half court. You're just like, please don't let me get a backcourt here, please.
I could see that her selling that to a lesser referee. Yeah, Mike, I'm giving you credit for being a good referee. Deal with it. Against the shot clock. With literally a tenth of a second, I think, on the clock. Mowat turned that corner and threw her body into, let's see who the call was on.
Smart play by Mowat. You see the defense put their arms down instead of playing vertical. Go right up with that. Draw the foul there, end of the shot clock.
Bring the ball up through. Yep. James Harden style.
Exactly.
Yeah. And now SGA style. I guess he's co-opted that maneuver. Man, people are upset about the calls SGA gets. to the point where now the away team is just booing him. He's just getting booed in the opposing for no reason. He didn't get arrested for anything. He's getting calls from refs, and now people don't like it to the extent they're booing him.
I would boo if I was at a game. I can't lie. I probably would.
Caitlin Clark style. She's just getting booed for being himself. Oh, run down by Strickle in the corner. Well done by her. Kate Fillmore. It's double A. She swings to Fillmore now. Inside 5 seconds. Strickle's going to have to pop it, and she does. Comes up just short. Rebound by Hiscock. Pushing the pace is Piercy. Handoff to Deb. I think that was foot on the line for 2. So Deb, her first hoop.
Great shot by Deb, but Power just so fast. She gets up the court so well, and then that draws attention, which drags people off of that open shot.
Yeah, for sure. Piercy shared it with her, trusting her to make a good decision on the move like that, and she did. She just found Deb in the corner. Dab. Excuse me. Sasha Dab. Dab coming off her first year at UNB. 3 points, 3 boards, and 11 minutes a game off the bench. When you're getting 11 minutes off the game in your first year in the CIS, you're doing pretty well.
Yeah, she had some big games in this year.
Oh boy, that was a tough lefty finish from Hiscock. I thought she lost control of it, but no, she got it up and over the front of the rim. Oh yeah, Turmel. Yeah, Turmel, if you're passing the ball to Emily Turmel, you got to know she's fighting to get somebody on her back. She's not looking for that over-the-shoulder lob, right? Emily likes to carve out a space to get the ball down low. Good defense there on Power from the Mystics. Fillmore now. Set something up, waiting for Mowat to pop out. She does. Turmel. Good penetration by Mowat, but she passed it right.
I'd love to see Turmel seal on the backside, and then for the ball handler to attack that same side.
Look at that move. How did that one? Man, we've seen some layups at this. I don't know what it is with this hoop at this end in Crandall. Some layups there. Okay, that's going. We'll spin out. I don't know what it is about that rim. Oh, good defense. Turmel on the follow. Couldn't get it to go. There's even McLaughlin, though. Good hustle from the Mystics there to give themselves a third shot opportunity now. They've got 5 on the clock. It's McLaughlin. She's going to pop a 3. Side rims it, though. Dab on the rebound. Yeah, Dab, you know she's going to get more quality minutes for UNB. Look with those measurements, those long arms and legs, and a nice look. Hiscock on the baseline off the feed from Collins. And Collins has been really good for these Hornets. There's Fillmore on the penetration.
Love the pass fake there. You know, so much of the time, the pass fake there, it might not look necessary, but what that does is that pass fake puts that defensive player in the corner into a panic mode. Now they saw it's a pass fake, and now they come over and foul you because they're trying to make up for it.
100%. You get them leaning, and then the only way for them to feel like they can recover is to reach in and foul you.
Exactly.
So an 8-point lead here all of a sudden for the Hornets.
This has definitely been the biggest lead of the night for either team.
Yeah, not even close. This is a massive lead. Insurmountable. He kids. 42-36, 3:30 clock running. Third quarter here. Dave Tingley and Judd Doncaster on the call for you here in Maritime Women's Basketball Association. Good defense down there by Sadie Bowen, but the effort from Parents just to go and get it and force it back up through contact. My goodness. Parents' first hoop, but she's going to go to the line for a 3-point play.
So strong. Even if she misses a shot, she just clears you out and gets that rebound.
That was really good defense up until the time of the foul there by Bowen.
Absolutely. What great touch off the backboard as well. High off the glass.
That's sometimes we talk about in basketball sometimes grown man strength. Well, there's grown woman strength there too.
Definitely.
And that's Parent. Like, you know, Bowen's a 19-year-old coming off her freshman year at Mount A, and Parent's just this wily vet that knows how to use that body and the strength that she has. Turmel to Fillmore. Fillmore now. You find this They're working against the clock constantly here now are the Mystics. Oh, McLaughlin on the offensive rebound. Bowen tries to get another one. But every possession almost you're hearing the 5, 4, 3.
Yeah.
For the Mystics.
See, this Hornets defense now, it's doing what it wasn't in the first half. They weren't pushing them out. The Mystics were able to get into the paint and then kick it back out for early looks quicker in the shot clock. But now that Hornets defense is pushing them further and further out, which drags possessions out and puts them in more situations.
Yeah, we talked about the need for Sturk. Oh, nice rebound there by AA, and she's going to push. This is where she is. Oh, boy, that was a nice look, too.
Yeah,
excellent reaction from Parent. I think it was Parent that knocked that one out of bounds. But boy, that's where AA can really be strong when she gets that rebound and pushes off the bounce and makes good decisions. Addie is really good in the fast break situation.
Yeah, she does a really great job of keeping her head up for a player who's taller as well.
Yeah. Bowen to Sturkle. Popping a 3 again is McLaughlin in and out this time. Good shot. Almost went down, popped out. Back come the Hornets, another chance to push. Oxner now. The screen of Parent. Is she going to use it? She is. Oh, tried to get it on the roll, didn't. Collins kicked.
Collins has had a great game operating from the mid-range. She just gets into that into that key area every single time, the top of the key.
This is about where I start to remember that we've got to pick players of the game. It's been difficult the last couple of games.
Definitely.
Collins is on my list.
Yep. I would.
Caitlin Powers on my list right now. But yeah, she's the leader in the clubhouse, Melina Collins right now. But we talked about the importance of the point I was making there of Alcorn and Sturkle and their shooting. They both made an early 3 and then really have been largely quiet. Parents throws up a turnaround. Oh, the rebound and the finish against the shot clock by guess who? Collins.
Very difficult finish there on the reverse.
Oh, my goodness. Lindy saw what Turmel didn't see. That's the one where you kind of don't know who to blame either. It's not really anybody's fault.
Yeah, just kind of unfortunate. I mean, Alcorn, though, such an impressive passer for being a 2 or 3, not like a primary point guard.
Yeah, that was a really good look. It's just if Turmel had made the same read, that would have been 2 points. They just didn't make the same read. Sturkle with a nice board ahead to Alcorn. Hornets really making it hard for them just to cross half in some scenarios right now. Turmel with the rip and the go and the finish. Beautiful stuff. I hope my under 15 teams, we worked on that this morning, catching and ripping and going. And that was a terrific job. She caught that ball. She knew that her check had sold out to try to steal that pass. In that situation, rip and go every time. Rip baseline, finished, and one.
Turmel's got to be leading the Mystics in and ones this year. How many does she have? It feels like she gets 1 or 2 a game.
100% she's leading in that category. Oh, it doesn't go in, so no 3-point play. Mowat there harassing the rebounder. The Mystics, though, getting beat a little bit in transit. Oh, nice. I love the 2-foot stop, and I love the block even more. Piercy getting it sent back by Lindy. Lindy with the long 3. He wanted it, didn't get it. Addie Albert runs it down in the corner now. Gets into the middle of the key. Good kick to Sturkle, but good close out there from Oxner. Sturkle doesn't have a lot of airspace. Puts it on the ground. Gets it back to the corner to Mowat. Up against the clock again. Doesn't realize. 24-second shot clock violation. Boy, the Hornets defense smothering the Mystics right now.
Sometimes you get your offense going, and now your defense, you're more excited because now you're like, we're going to force turnovers and we're going to get another bucket on the other end.
Well, that's what the Mystics have to do here. They got to force a couple turnovers and get something out on the break. But no, Brianna Reardon says, forget that. 3-pointer goes and the lead is 12. Backdoor look. Now that was never going to get there. Man, defensively, Caitlin Power has been unbelievable. I'm going to make a case for her for player of the game in the fourth quarter. I can see it coming.
That's definitely fair, yeah.
I can see it coming. Albert now. Long on a 3. Oh, kind of throwing it up, a chest pass almost. Deverin, I don't think she knew how much time was on the clock, and I don't blame her. She had her back to it. But 2 rim outs, and that was the story of that quarter for the Mystics. Not a lot of scoring. Really at a premium since the first quarter for them. Really a similar game to last weekend in this building when we watched them jump out to a 21-16 lead after 1 against the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it was the fourth quarter and they'd only doubled it. It was only 40 the next time we looked up. So really it's been a struggle since the first quarter.
Yeah, exactly. And the Hornets defense is really feeding off their offense right now. Usually in basketball we see it's the other way around. You know, your defense leads to turnovers, leads to layups. But right now, it's their offense picking up, which makes everybody a more willing defender, and then now you've got some energy going for you. Something the Mystics just unfortunately don't have.
And the Mystics can't get one of their shooters to loosen up that defense by making any threes. We've seen a lot of missed threes from Alcorn, a lot of missed threes from Mowat, missed threes from McLaughlin. So McLaughlin made one early. Alcorn made one early. Sturkle made one early. Since then, nothing from it, either of the 3 of them. And they've taken good shots.
Yeah.
You know? Just they couldn't capitalize off that early confidence to ride a wave and keep these shots going. And now without those shots loosening up the Hornets defense, they're gonna have to see 2, 3, 4 3-pointers go in this fourth quarter to have a chance to come back.
Exactly, yeah. You make a great point there. One of the spots that they've missed quite a few from is that top of the key, the very top. If they can hit a couple threes there, that makes it so the 2 defenders at the top of that zone can't play the middle ground there. They have to pick up on that ball handler, and then that throws your zone all out of whack.
Yep.
12 points. Can we do it, Mystics fans? Can we do it? Let me make some noise for your Mystics.
So they start off with the possession, and it's going to be McLaughlin, Fillmore, Sturkle, Turmel, and Mowat. And we'll reset the lineup for the Hornets here in a moment. McLaughlin now to Sturkle. Still 15 on the clock. Sturkle's going to pop one, though. No good. Bounces to Reardon. She's going to push. Oh, throws it kind of at the feet there of Pearson. You can see the look on her face like, what am I doing? Right off the bat. So turnover back. This is going to have to be the formula for the Mystics. Turn them over, make some 3-point shots, and get some easy ones in transition. I like going to Turmel at the high post.
Yeah, me too, yeah. She's a great initiator of that spot, especially against the zone.
Mowat, the pass to Turmel. Turmel to Sturkle. Whew. Good block from behind there from Oxner. Oxner's done that a few times today. She's gotten her hands on a couple of attempted shots down there in the post.
Yeah, but this Halifax team, just so many lanky, strong defenders.
Oh, the move from Mowat. She just didn't have anywhere to go with it as the clock went to 0, the shot clock. Oxner now. She's going to walk right into a 3. Beautiful shot from Chloe Oxner. She's had a strong game as well. Sturkle looked at a 3. Oxner made her think twice. Oh, look for the backdoor look to Mowat, but yeah, there's been some careless turnovers here this half, and it's leading to offense for the Hornets. And Coach Troy McKenzie's going to call another. This is 3 times out of 4 quarters. He's called an early one, less than 2 minutes gone. He's had to call a timeout to talk about it. And this one now we've seen in the last. We said in the first half it was defense. It wasn't careless offense.
Yeah.
That was depressing these numbers, but really there's been some careless turnovers here from the Mystics, just 24-second shot clock violations or just telegraphed passes, just staring them down and then throwing it in easy pickoffs for the Hornets.
Yeah, exactly, and so many of them are live ball turnovers too, which just makes it so your defense is just totally not in the right spot and you're out of position. And then that's what's leading to so many of these Halifax buckets right now. They step in threes, they're off transition, layups, we just have one. Yeah.
No, they're getting all sorts. They're getting whatever they want here, really, and and the Hornets have been tremendous in this second half so far. So, the MWBA would like to thank its founding partner Royale for their outstanding support. for outstanding support, dedication, and commitment to ensuring women in sport continues. Your partnership shows tremendous belief in the MWBA and strong community support. Royale is proudly Canadian. All right, 17 points is the deficit that needs to be made up. And if that run's going to happen, it's going to have to start right now. McLaughlin now has it knocked away, gets it back, creates some space, looking for Trammell. It's not there, swings to Sturkle. Sturkle's going to pop another one. There it goes. She's got too good a shot to miss, to not have a couple of these go down. So that, we'll see if it's a start of something here for the Mystics.
Yeah, she's such a good shooter, she can bail you out.
Gorgeous. Back door. Power. All right, she's got my vote for player of the game now. She just does. Those last couple of defensive possessions, oh boy, that was a difficult finish from Mowat. Oh, no. I don't think that's a great shot from Piercy in the circumstances.
Just a little too fast for a game where you're up 14 right now. You know what I mean?
You got them down. They got a little bit of life. Oh, there's Sturkle trying for a heat check. Yeah. See, someone's going to have to get a couple in a row to go down like this.
Yep.
Really start. Somebody that's a threat like that from distance gets a couple 3 in a row, or 2 or 3 or 4 out of 5, kind of get them to go. Then they get the ball, and you can feel that, like they talk about Steph in the WNBA, the gravity that he attracts.
Yep, absolutely.
It just starts bringing everybody closer. But it can't be one make out of 6 or 7. It's just not going to be the formula.
Yeah, it's just you're not really too much of a threat to a zone right there.
Exactly. And Sturkle can certainly get it going, though. We'll see. Oh, beautiful move. Can't get it to go, but follows it up. Maneri. Good hustle, though, from AA. She gets it to Sturkle. And back come the Mystics. They got 5 on 4 if they move. Created a wide open 3 for Albert. No, comes up short. And the rebound there to Nalini Maharaj. Into the corner for Piercy. Piercy now brings it back out wisely. Power trying to carve out a spot in there. Oh, I think she got called for 3 seconds.
Hey, you know what, though? I was just thinking about this. Power reminds me a lot of Chris Boucher, you know. Tall, lanky, but moves just incredibly well. I think you're just kind of like, how do you move that well at that height? It's unbelievable.
Yeah, no, she is. You see why she averages so many steals and blocks, even at the CIS level. She's not a prolific shooter. She's not going to score 30, but she's going to change a game with her cutting and her movement. Oh, nicely done by Lindy Alcorn there to find Sturkle carving out spots in the paint. This will be another way they can get back in, get to the foul line.
Free throws, you know, no time coming off the clock when you're getting points, so that's what they need right now. You only got 6 minutes left.
Spread is 14, yeah. Spread's 14 right now. Ooh, I think I might have some Wi-Fi back here, people. I might be able to get you chat a little bit about this, about the standings and the schedule. You hip hip hooray!
Big from Sturkle there to knock in both.
What's that?
Big from Sturkle there to knock in both.
Oh, that was big, yeah. Oh, that would have been a big. Oh, Sturkle with the block out of bounds on Naharaj. But they're still giving up. Really, to be within 12 right now, given how it feels the Hornets have dominated, is actually, you know, you're not in as bad a shape as you could be right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And a big reason for that is this fourth quarter from Sturkle.
Yeah, but they've got, see, and this is a problem right now. They are not securing the ball on the defensive glass. Too many
14 on the shot clock.
Second and third chance opportunities here for the Hornets.
Yeah, long and slow possessions kind of curb a comeback.
Parent hasn't got one of those to go yet. Yeah, she can shoot that from the foul line. Sturkle's given her that shot, and she hasn't made it today. Good penetration there by Fillmore. Gets it knocked away, just held it too long, and here comes Piercy on the break. She's got Maharaj. She takes it herself and finishes nicely. Yeah, Fillmore's got to know that when she gets, she's holding that ball, she can't hold it out away from her body. The swipe down's going to come from somewhere. Alcorn on the penetration and one. Lindy took a shot to the mouth, played right through it and finished. A huge hoop for Alcorn, and she can bring the lead back down to 11. And if they can get, into single digits, down to 7-6, here 3 minutes, in that neighborhood, then you're in business. They're hanging around, and the Hornets are kind of letting them here a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you get a stop here and get a 3 or a 2, it's single digits. So I mean, anything can happen when it's single digits.
Yeah, big possessions here for the Hornets. Maharaj, the skip pass, going to work is Piercy. McLaughlin plays her well, but Piercy, huge basket for Amanda Piercy, the Torbay, Newfoundland native. Sees the shot go down by. Oh, lovely feed from McLaughlin to double A.
Mystics offense starting to flow right now. You're getting shots at the rim and open threes. Those looks.
They can't exchange baskets. They've got to make sure they get some stops here. Parent gets into her left shoulder, oh boy, and gets an offensive rebound, gets another chance. They got lucky there. She didn't put one of those opportunities down. Lindy now has a chance to push. Spins, gets her body into, oh boy, that could have easily have been an and one. Melina Collins on the defense there. Lindy shook it off and scored, and it's down to single digits. Alcorn gave a shot to Collins. Error there, and Collins has to.
Maybe the worst pain in basketball, getting poked in the eye.
Yeah.
I used to wear contacts. I'd always get them knocked out, and it drove me crazy.
Maneri and Caitlin Power back in. Oh, and a missed 3 from Collins, and here comes McLaughlin. So 9 points to deficit. Fillmore swinging it. Alcorn again being watched there by Power. And down on the floor trying to rip that ball away.
I might be going over to your side with Power for player of the game, because their defense just looks night and day with her on the court. Just having someone patrolling the paint like that just
yeah, you could tell the coaching staff went, okay, you're guarding Alcorn. Get back out there, you're guarding Alcorn, right?
Yep.
So
exactly.
we put and really she'd just come off a couple of an and one and another nice move in there, and she couldn't find her way around Power on that possession. But the lead is only 9 as we hit the 4-minute mark, and the crowd's picking up the defense chant here. Got some volume in the gym now. Oh, nice backdoor look. The block from Addie Albert, but going to the line. That was a nice cut from Maddie Hiscock. And the look from Piercy to give her 2 free throws. Sturkle's going to check out. Sadie Bowen comes back in.
In a game like this, you're only going to have a few more opportunities here where you can give up buckets. You know what I mean? There's only a few more plays in this game where they can put points on the board, and you can't, and still have a chance to win this.
Yep, absolutely. Hiscock's had a solid second half here as well, too, for the Hornets, as has Maneri. Maneri's given them some minutes down low, where she has been a menace trying to box out. So really lots of little stuff, little contributions from all the Hornets. And the lead's 11. McLaughlin to try to bring it to 8. No good. There's Bowen knocking it to Fillmore. Bowen. There's Addie Albert. Oh, she attacks the closeout. She's going to go to the line for 2 free throws.
I thought that was going to go off the glass and drop in.
Yeah.
I was getting ready for the N1.
You're getting ready for the N1. But I like that. I like that move from Albert. Attack that closeout so she can bring the lead back into single digits and gets that roll off that high arcing shot. Man, she gets a lot of arc on that. So soft when it comes down. She's going to get the roll more often than not. She's going to check out. Lindy Alcorn's going to come back in. Sasha Dabb back in. So 3:22, clock running, 9-point game here. Mystics need a couple of stops to give that offense a chance to pull them back closer. Oh, Ava McLaughlin, excellent help defense rotating over there on Piercy. Whoa, several hard in your throat moments on that. Getting the ball over half. Lindy Halcorn doesn't like that shot. Gets it to Avon. I love that shot from Avon McLaughlin. Beautiful stuff. She's squared up. And the lead is down to 7 now.
Great offense from the Mystics right now. Just a great job there.
Yeah, I mean that is a really high percentage shot and a good box out there from Fillmore on Hiscock, and now the lead can shrink yet again. So this is what they've needed. They needed to string together some stops.
And that's been the problem in the second half, getting stops. This Hornets offense has been so strong all second half. But
it has been, but they've done a good job these last few minutes, giving themselves a chance. Oh, there she is again. Oh.
Just eating up that lane, just everywhere.
Caitlin Power has just been a destroyer of worlds defensively today. She came in that first half, and 4 consecutive defensive possessions. She got a steal, a defensive rebound, a tip pass that another teammate stole, and then a block in those 4. And then that set the tone defensively for the Hornets since that point.
I'd like to see the stats on her stocks for this game.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Nice shot there from Amanda Piercy. She's had herself a better second half, too. She wasn't herself in the first half, but she certainly has been strong here in the second. The lead back to 11. There's Sadie going to work maybe down low. Yeah, over that left shoulder. Oh, she can't get it to go. And Piercy runs down the rebound. Good defense there by the Hornets. Hiscock thought better of that. Gets it down low. Nice move. Baseline and the kick out to Sasha Deb. Deb's going to attack the closeout. Good defense there by the Mystics. Deb misses the turnaround and then commits a foul over the back. Yeah, nicely done on the box out there from Olivia Mowat. And back in, this is Celine Sturkle.
Yeah, Sturkle needs to be in this in this situation, just for shooting alone. 9 points, that's 3 threes.
Yep.
That's likely what you're going to be looking at here down the stretch.
Yeah, you need Lindy and Celine on the floor. You might look to go offensive, defensive with the substitutions here if you can a little bit. Troy McKenzie. Lindy's going to go baseline, goes right in. Boy, that looked like a lot of contact. But true to form, the refs today have let him play, and she was pretty straight up, so I can see that looked like a lot of contact, but normally a player of Lindy's stature kind of, gets the benefit of a doubt in that situation and gets to the line, but no can do. I forgot a thank you here, by the way. Cushman and Wakefield, WNBA also wants to show their gratitude to Cushman and Wakefield Real Estate Services, so the Port is proud league partners. Thank you from the MWBA, the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. So we'll give one more thank you to the Mystics sponsors specifically as well before we go here, fans. Action Fasteners, Burger King, City of Moncton, Discount Flooring, Dr. Jeff and Kim Mowat, Moncton Honda, Rehab 1, Watts Leasing, Roberto DiDonato, Route 6, Spicy Bar and Grill, Tanya Everett, Cadia Toyota, Adored Beasts Apothecary, Crandall University, home of the Mystics, Hanson Signs, Tanner Riverview Minor Basketball Association, and Magnetic Hill Winery. So in the association today, at Fundy High School in St. George, the Halifax Thunder are playing the Port City Fog, and tonight at 7 o'clock, the Hurricanes are in Fredericton to play the Freeze. Tomorrow, the Freeze host the Halifax Thunder. These Thunder will be traveling up to Fredericton to play at 1 p.m. And the Hornets are in Miramichi to play the Hurricanes at 2, and back here at 4, it's the Port City Fog again and the Moncton Mystics. For our last home broadcast of the season. Oh, nice taken there by Lindy in the lane. I thought she was going to get the roll off that one as well. Didn't get it to go. And now it's getting to desperation time here a little bit for the Mystics. You start thinking about when you should start fouling. And Coach Troy McKenzie didn't want that one. I don't mind that one. I would have actually taken that even a little bit earlier to get yourself to the 4 fouls.
Yeah, and I mean, Fillmore, the one reaching, she's such a great defender. You know, she just easily could have come up with that steal. So.
Yeah, you kind of have to take a chance or two here late, right? Now you have to play it honest. Oh, boy, they got a loose ball there. Didn't get it. Oh, and the block from Lindy Alcorn. Oh, she said no, and under 2 seconds now on the shot clock. Oh, nice little curl out of that timeout. Didn't get it to go, though. Lindy Alcorn on the rebound. McLaughlin and the Mystics have to push. There's Fillmore. She gets 2 feet. There's that runner from her that she loves so much. No good. And the rebound down to Anna Parsons for the Hornets. Now this one I might have fouled early here. Oh, the look inside. Can't finish though, over the back. Oh, that's not a good foul either from our potential player of the game, Caitlin Power. Missed the lay-in and then put them on the line. That's exactly what you don't want to do in that situation.
Now I have a question.
Player of the game taken away.
Are you missing the second free throw? That's my question.
No, not with this much time in the clock. You know, I make 2 and foul and just lengthen the game as much as possible here. The percentage that you're going to get a rebound off of that is so small.
Yeah, that is.
You know what I mean?
That is true.
The chance. If it's, you know, later here, maybe. Well, oh boy, it almost worked out, Sadie Bowen, but there was Power. All right, you get the player of the game back, Power.
For that rebound only. Only reason.
Oh, she turned the corner nicely. That was beautiful stuff from Melina Collins. Oh, I'm torn, but I still think it was the defense that told the story for the Hornets today.
Yep.
And I think that for that reason you give it to Caitlin, who was the spearhead. Now, who are we giving it to for the Mystics?
I would go with Moet. I think she did a lot for them both ends of the ball today.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. They didn't. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good call. So, fans, the end of this game, 10-point victory here for the Hornets. They move to 3-6 on this 3-5, pardon me, on the season. So you join us back here tomorrow. We'll be back here same bat time, same bat channel, me and Judd, for the matchup with the Halifax Thunder tomorrow afternoon here in this gymnasium. Thanks for joining us, fans. We will see you tomorrow.
26 big ones. I believe this is our biggest 50-50 draw. Thank you so much, Moncton.
We didn't give it to Lindy last time, and Lindy was pretty good today.
Number 6, 8, 1.
She kept them in with those ones there a little bit. I don't know. I'm torn. I'll get. I usually use him as a tiebreaker.
Up there in the stands. Thank you very much, Moncton. Appreciate that. Those proceeds are going to go to support the Multiple Sclerosis Society. So great cause there. Thank you so much for coming out, Moncton. We'll see you again tomorrow at 4 o'clock. All right, fans, now it's time for your players of the game brought to you by Magnetic Hill Winery. First, for the Halifax Hornets, your player of the game, number 13, Caitlin Power. And your player of the game for Moncton, throwing dimes all day, number 5, Lindy Alcorn. shot blocks, dimes, 3 points. What more do you want? You're a player of the game, Wendy Alcorn. Thanks to Magnetic Winery for providing the prizes there for players of the game. And one more time, thank you to all of you for coming out to this MWBA basketball game. We'll see you tomorrow, fans.